Happy Monday. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. Today, we are going to talk about happiness. And you know how people say happiness is a choice? I want to talk to the people who look at that and go, is it really? And give you a little bit of context because it really truly is a choice. And sometimes, we can look at people and we see them in whatever context we see them, and they look happy to us, and we can think, yeah, but if I had their life, then I'd be happy too. So we can get caught up into that myth that happiness is something that happens to us. Okay, I will be happy when life gets easier. I'll be happy when it's not so busy. I'll be happy when I have more money. I'll be happy when I get to go on that holiday. I'll be happy when, and there's a million things that come after that. But happiness isn't about what you have, it's about what you decide. Okay, now I want to give you a couple of examples here of a couple of people that you would know very, very well. The first one is Oprah Winfrey. Now, if you don't know Oprah's story, she was actually born into extreme poverty. All right, she had horrid trauma in her childhood. She had every reason to grow up bitter and angry and stuck in her circumstances. But she made a decision. And this is what today is about. It's about the power in making a decision. Okay, because amazing things can happen once you do that. It's like until then, you sort of walk in both sides of the road, and the universe doesn't know what it is that you want. So you're getting a little bit of everything. When you make that decision, you're firm in what it is, you're clear in what it is that you want. You don't have to know how, okay? Don't get that confused. It's the decision of this is what I want. We're drawing the line in the sand. So for Oprah, she chose to focus on growth. She wanted a different life. She chose to focus on gratitude and meaning. All right. So when you have that clarity, then it's easier for the things that you want to support that to come into your life. And if you look at Oprah today, obviously there would have been a period. It wouldn't have just been one day you decide and then everything's rosy. There is a period where things have to turn around, where things have to change. But by making that decision first, you're going to make it easier for that to happen. And if you look at her today, she's one of the most influential and happy people on the planet. Now, on the other hand, you have someone like Robin Williams. Now, we all know and love Robin Williams for his incredible improv. He's so witty, he's so fast, and he makes everyone laugh. All right. And you would think someone like that would be happy. He had like what seemed like everything. Okay, he had the fame, he had the fortune, he had the talent, incredible talent. And even though millions of people loved him, he himself battled with a lot of depression. Okay, and he ended up taking his own life. And this is what I want to really sort of hammer home with you guys. If our happiness is conditional on what we have, who's around us, and all of those external things, then he should have been one of the happiest people on the planet. Okay. And when you look at Oprah, if our happiness was conditional, then she should not be one of the happiest people on the planet. But that's not how it works. Good morning, Carlia. Thanks for joining me, sweetheart. All right. It's not how it works. Our happiness isn't a result of having the perfect circumstances, having everything lined up, having that picture perfect, Stepford wife sort of facade going on. It's a decision that we make. It's internal. So we decide how we want to feel in any given moment. And when we do that, we then the external things have to change because our internal has changed and it has to match. Okay. So yeah, that's right, Carly. Robin Williams. It was tragic. The pain that he was going through, that internal pain and suffering, and where his external was so different. So it's a decision that we make that we want to be happy. Now, I am not making. Please don't think that I'm making light of anyone who has got. Um, you know, Depression or anxiety or anything going on with that. I know that that is something hard to get through. However, if you choose to put yourself first, if you choose to want to change, you don't have to know how. It's making that decision, like, this is not how I want the rest of my life to be. I want it to be different. And it can be as simple as stating it like that. And then it will obviously take a bit of work, but you allow things to come into your life when you keep reminding yourself, no, I want it to be different. And be clear in what you want. I want to feel content. I want to love who I am. I want to be happy within me. Because when you are happy within you, everything else ripples out. Okay? Everything else will change. So you can't keep waiting for the right condition, though, to feel happy before you decide, now I'm going to be happy. Because we will always find a reason to postpone it. I'll be happy when I lose weight. I'll be happy when I have money. I'll be happy when I meet the right person. I'll be happy when I have the right job. Okay? But what will happen is, even when you get those things, yeah, you might be happy momentarily, or it might last a day, a week, a month, maybe a couple of years. But it doesn't last, is the point, because the conditions will then change. The person who, we all go into relationships with the rose-colored glasses, and we're looking at all the things that are beautiful about that person, and we see all of those things, and then down the track it changes. Okay, because the condition changed, then we think, okay, well, now I'm unhappy because of, and we try to externally label it. But for the feelings to last, it is up to you to be happy within you first. Okay, then it doesn't matter what the conditions are. And that doesn't mean that, things aren't going to go the way that you want all the time. Things are always going to still happen in your life, but you will have a different perspective on those things as well. Okay, so anyone who's thinking, yeah, but, all right, anything that comes after the word but, or, I would, but I can't because, anything that comes after those two statements are your limitations. Okay, and that's okay. Just become aware of them. Yeah, but Oprah had all these opportunities. Well, she made those opportunities. She didn't have those opportunities to start with. She made those opportunities through changing her perspective on life. All right. Yeah, but my life is harder. All right. Yeah, but I've been through so much. How can I just decide to be happy? Well, because it is a decision. It is 100% a decision, and your past does not have to dictate your future. It doesn't have to determine your future. Okay, I'm going to go back to Oprah because I think she's amazing. And if you look at her past, it is very different from her now. All right. So all I want you guys to be open to the idea of that it is actually possible. And there are a million stories out there. So if this is something that, if you're not feeling happy in your life, if you want more happiness, then go and find those stories. Find the stories that will resonate with you, that will inspire you. Okay. And then see what happens from there. All right. Happiness doesn't mean pretending that life is perfect either. It's choosing to see what's good even when things aren't perfect. It's deciding that your circumstances don't get to dictate your joy. That's what it's about. All right. And the best part is, You are the one who is in control of your thoughts. You get to choose what you focus on. You get to choose what you think. And that's a really good thing, because imagine if it was up to somebody else to make you happy. That's too much pressure on them. It's too much pressure on anyone. And it's not up to you to make others happy as well. But you can be a role model for what is possible, just like Oprah. She's an incredible role model for what is possible. And when you make that decision, things will start to align. But be a little bit patient and understand that you've been going in one direction for however many years or decades. When you make that decision that you want to turn around, if you were in a train and you're going 100 miles an hour west, and you decide, okay, I want to go to the beach, which is in the east for us, okay? You know, if you were to slam on the brakes and then all of a sudden turn around, that's not going to work out well in that train. All right. The momentum of going west needs to slow down. There needs to be the new instructions that we need to turn around, make a U-turn and turn around to go east. So there is a natural time and progression for things to start to turn around as well. So this is where you need to be a bit realistic as well. But don't ever lose sight of this is what you want. When you are focused on what you want, and not how it's going to happen either. Don't get bogged down in the how. Just focus on the broad, this is what I want. Then the law of attraction is going to conspire with the other laws and bring things into your life to make that happen. And the more you can actually recognize when things are going well, it doesn't even matter what they are or how small they are. The small things are what add up every single moment of every single day to become something really big. Okay? All right. So, what if you stop waiting for happiness and you decided today that I am going to turn things around? I'm going to choose happiness. All right? Choose life. Like, what's his name? Wham used to say. George Michael. God, I just forgot his name. Choose life. That was a big thing in the 80s. Everyone had the word choose written in fluoro across their white t-shirts. It was beautiful. He had a great message. So what you can do right now to start to make that happen is just to find one thing that you can appreciate, okay? Maybe it's your morning coffee. Maybe it's a song that makes you smile. Maybe it's the fact that you woke up today. Maybe it's because the sun is shining. Maybe it's because it's raining and you need the rain because we need the water. You know, there is so much that we can appreciate in our life, and that is where you start to change things and turn it around. And the more things that you notice that go well, that make you smile, that's retraining your brain to look for more of those things. And the more of those things that you look for, the more you will see. The more you see, the more you will feel good. The more you feel good, the more you're going to attract things to perpetuate that feeling into your life. Okay, that's how it works. All right, so your happiness isn't waiting somewhere down the road. It is right here for you. It's waiting for you to decide. Okay, now I want to just share with you before I wrap this up. Let me turn off my little branding here, and I want to share a quote from Oprah. She says, "Whatever has happened to you in your past has no power over this present moment because life is now." I love that quote. Everything is now. How we feel right now it can be changed like that. And how we feel now to the next moment can be changed. How much of our past we want to bring into our now is 100% our choice, okay? It doesn't have to have power over your present moment though. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to leave you with that beautiful quote by a beautiful woman, and go out there and find something that makes you smile. I don't care what it is. It can be something really simple. If you want to share it in the comments, share it in the comments, because at the end of the day, the more that we can inspire each other, the more we're going to lift each other up. It is going to change the planet. All right, everyone. Have an amazing Monday. I will see you on Wednesday. And yeah, what are we talking about on Wednesday? Oh, just about decisions around building wealth and your money mindset. You know, my other favorite subject. All right. Have an amazing day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.